In this video, I'm going to give you a couple of pointers on how to get distance without chasing distance. That is the critical thing with distance. Most people who gain distance, they don't try to chase distance. And the people who try to chase distance, they wind up screwing their swings up. What's going on? So I said I was going to start doing a lot of my content based on conversations I was having out there in the world, right? All right, so this is a conversation we was having about the speed hand. So, man, I can't think, I want to say probably a decade ago, maybe 15 years ago, maybe even longer, they were talking about the speed hand, right? And when you peel back a few layers, there really wasn't talking about which hand creates speed. They were talking about where speed is generated in the golf swing, right? So first thing that I like to tell clients is this, is that the most important thing is improving your transition. If you improve your transition, you're going to improve your speed. So let's get your transition improved first, right? From the ground up, right? So as I'm here, I let my back look at the target a little bit longer as my pressure is already shifting. So by the time I get to first parallel with the target side arm, my pressure is already going back to the target side. So that's the first box we got to click off. If we're not clicking off that box, nothing else matters, right? We have to click off that box first. So once we get that ingrained, then what I want players to do, I want them to feel they're getting a lot of speed right here. So they're trained to have the back looking at the target, right? But I want them to feel they're getting a lot of speed. So what we call it's the reconnection. So you heard Jimmy Ballard talk about connection all the time, right? So I want that elbow to be right here. You can have a flying elbow if you want. It's going to take more timing, rhythm, tempo, and timing if you have a flying elbow. But here's the speed right here. When that trail elbow gets back in front of the target side hip. And if you just focus on that, this will take care of itself right here. Boom, 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 right? The next piece to the puzzle. Now this is the one that throws a lot of people off because you only need to take one aspirin, not the whole bottle. Right before impact, I'm going to put this force on it. This force, this torque. See that? I'm turning it down. I'm turning it down. We used to say, back in the day, we would say, I want you to feel like you were smearing something on the ground. If you were smearing something on the ground, look what happens with that meaty part of the trail hand. It turns it down, right? What that does, it helps that toe overtake the heel going through the strike zone, right? So here we go. And you're gonna be pleasantly surprised how you gain some more distance. These are ways that you're going to improve your distance and your strike, not by chasing distance. What you're doing is chasing more efficient motion. Here we go again. These are approach wedges for me, 52s, going about 120, 125. Now, do I play it like that on the golf course? Absolutely not. I only want to hit my gap wedge about 114 yards maximum. But I know I have it in the tank if I want to hit it 125. So again, there's a process. Everybody want to jump to the end. The process is, let's get your transition correct first from the ground up. So by the time you first parallel with the target side arm, your pressure should already be going back towards your target, all right? A feeling that you're gonna have is that your back is looking toward the target as long as possible. Reconnection. Reconnection is getting that trail elbow inside the trail hip. Now, I don't care if it stays close. I don't care if it comes off and you have a flying elbow like Jack Nicklaus. But what did Jack Nicklaus do? Jack Nicklaus got the elbow back into a very powerful position. So now let's talk about the second part of this puzzle. Okay, the second part of this puzzle is the smearing, right? Now most players get this one. This is the one that's a little bit more challenging. It really is. Because a player will hit this shot and they'll say, wow, I finally understand what compression is. And then they'll add too much into it. You know what I'm saying? It's just a little bit of emotion, a little bit of a force, a little bit of a torque. So again, it's right here. Look what's happening. Look what's happening. See that? The club is squaring through the strike zone. See that? Here, here, here. Look what happened. It's squared. Here, here, here. It's squared. Right? Okay. Very important. This is the one I recommend just hitting nice, smooth shots. Don't try to kill the ball. Get accustomed to the motion. Start about 30, 40, 50 yards, and then reach it out further. Don't try to just jump on your driver and do this. Again. Now that one I added a little bit too much to it, okay? All right. This is when you're gonna learn your calibration. Calibrate it, come back in. Slow yourself down with your towel. There it go right there. Nice. Ball right here, divots in front. What kind of ball is this? That's the ball. Now this one I'm gonna put it both together on this one ball. There we go. Clubbing the fingers. Wow, give me that one every day of the week. So 2 pieces to the puzzle, but they start with making sure you improve your transition first and foremost. Once you get your transition where it's very comfortable, then you can add these other pieces to the puzzle. Again, this is not chasing distance. This is you gaining distance by being more efficient in your movement pattern. Take care.